Gemini, thanks for visiting. And as I always say, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have everything ready as usual, so I'll start your reading for lovely Gemini people. The first card you have your past is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords can be about clearing things out, can be about cutting out rubbish, can be about seeing things very clearly, clarity. I'm seeing that, you're able to see through something at this time. Something suddenly came to light, you're able to see through what someone was doing or saying. Someone around you could have been trying to tell you something or give you an impression of something, or that they were one way, or that some situation was one way, and then you're actually able to cut right through this. You suddenly were able to do this, and you cut right through this with this sword, and you're able to see the truth. So I'm actually seeing a phone call being made, yes, in this phone call, something gave them away. You might have called someone, or someone else might have called you with some information that gave this person away. I am seeing something to do with a phone call. Whatever was in that phone call, whatever information was in that, made you realise the truth about someone, or it made you kind of think about them in a completely different way, a more negative way, because they were trying to fool you. They were kind of trying to make you think one thing, and then you found out it was the opposite. So then, you realised after this phone call exactly what this person was like. I'm just seeing that, for a while you might have even felt a little bit stupid after finding this out. I don't mean you're stupid, but what I mean by that is you might have felt that, all this time this person fooled me and I didn't know, and I've only found out now. And all this time they had me going, they were saying this and that, and I was sitting there talking to them and thinking they were okay, and actually it was the opposite. So that's okay, it doesn't matter, don't feel stupid. These kinds of people con all sorts of people, and they tell lies and all these kinds. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. And the good thing is, at least at this time you found out. So from then on, it was like, now I know I'm not going to take any more rubbish. I'm going to cut any rubbish out that comes. I've got this great big sword, and I can see everything. You had this kind of moment of clarity, and this was a really positive thing. I mean, of course it seemed negative because it gave you a big shock. You found something out about this person, but it was a very, very positive thing that you found this out about this person, because then you knew the truth. The next card you have, your past, is the Nine of Pentacles. So yes, this person could have been quite deceptive, and it might have been something about money, might have been something about material things, or they might have been motivated by money or by finances or something like that. It was some kind of tricky thing they were doing. They were trying to pretend they were one thing, they're actually another thing. What I'm seeing here also is that, they wanted what you had, or what they thought you had or have. You weren't actually doing anything to make this person jealous or envious. You were just minding your own business, like this beautiful woman in this garden. But they were jealous of you, and they thought that you had something they wanted and they could fool you to get it. It was something like that. But I'm seeing, when I look at this card, I can see that you actually worked for what you have, and you got there very, very slowly. There's a snail at the bottom of this card. So you got there very slowly, you worked very hard, you went through a lot of problems to get to where you were at this time, and this person didn't see that. They just saw what you had. They saw, oh, this person has these things, I want them. They weren't thinking, oh, this person has these things, so if I want that kind of thing, I need to kind of do something for myself. I need to work hard, I need to look for opportunities, I need to think about myself. But no, they were thinking about how they could get what you had. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing is when I look at the snail, it also tells me that you're protected in some way. You were unprotected, and then when you found out about what they were really like, you put a shell around you, like this snail. You were very strong. You had this outer shell. You were stronger than this person thought you were. That's what I'm seeing, and you are now. The last card you have your past is the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing avoidance in this card. I'm seeing someone could have been trying to avoid you, or maybe you just felt that they were trying to avoid you. I'm seeing this could be a love situation actually, and I'm seeing that this person's going through a lot of negativity. They're going through a lot of negative emotions, a lot of really difficult things. They might even have a bit of depression going on. They've lost a lot of confidence. I'm seeing that. I can't see why that is, but they have lost a lot of confidence. I'm seeing that they're feeling quite bad about themselves at this time. So this avoidance might not have had anything to do with you at all. It might just be how they were feeling in themselves. Sometimes I've had depression in my past, and sometimes you just feel like you can't even talk to anyone, even people who care about you, even people who say, I'm here, I'll help you, what can I do? It seems like a great big terrible effort to even speak to those people. And even though you love them and you know they care for you, it's very, very hard. So this could be something that this person's going through, or they might just be feeling bad about themselves for some reason, and they feel like they can't face you for some reason. But I'm not saying this is about you. They're not avoiding you personally. It's nothing against you. The first card you have, your present, is the Seven of Cups. So yes, again, this is about this person. This is about this person in the Four of Cups. You do love this person. You do care about this person. I'm seeing that quite clearly. I'm still getting the sense that you feel as if they're avoiding you. They don't want to talk to you or something like that. It feels like that when you're around someone who's going through these kinds of things. It does feel like that, but that's not the case. It's this person is not themselves. They're just a shell of themselves. They're not their true selves. And so this person who you feel that they're avoiding you is not their true selves. They're just not themselves. It could be that they just don't want you to see them like this. They want to it might be that they want to be their best for you. They're not their best at this time, and so they don't want you to see them like this. It might be very severe. They might be in bed. They might not be able to get out of bed, or they might just be really struggling inside themselves. And I know that as someone who cares about someone, you probably think, well, I'm there for them. Why don't they reach out to me? I care for them. I want to do everything for them. But sometimes when people are feeling like this, especially when they're a little bit proud, they don't want other people to see them like this. So I'm seeing that it could be something like that. So the next card you have, your present, is the Ten of Cups. So yes, this is what you want. This is what you want with this person. You want a life with them. You want a future with them. You want a happy future with them. But I'm just seeing you feeling like, again, you're just losing this person. Now, you might have lost their attention. You might have lost their mind. You might have lost the true them for a while, but not forever. I'm seeing that this person, they are going to find themselves again. I'm seeing they are going to find themselves again. They're going to come back to their old selves. This might take some time, but they are going to find themselves. It might be that, you just leave a message. They might not answer the phone to you. You might want to just leave a message or a text and just say, when you're ready, I'm here. I'm going to give you space. I know you need that space if you need it. I'm here if you need to talk, and I'm also here if you need anything. Just know that I'm here and I care about you. Might be that. Just do that, and I'm seeing eventually they will come around again. It's going to take some time though. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your present, is the Knight of Cups. So yes, again, this is the same thing again. I know I'm repetitive, but this is what I keep on seeing. This person doesn't want to be distant with you. They don't want to be, but mentally, they just can't manage a lot at this time. They can't manage anything really. This knight is very slowly, very carefully riding up to this river in this card, but he can't bring himself to cross it. He's riding right up to it and then he's stopped. And he can't cross it. I'll move that up so you can see. So yes, there's a river, and he stopped right in front of this river, and he can't cross. He just can't. And also he's looking at his cup. He's looking at his cup, his feelings, and he can't look at anything else. He's just lost in his feelings. He has some beautiful things in front of him. He has a beautiful mountain. He has greenery on the mountain. He has a river. but he can't cross and get to it because he's too lost in his feelings. And that's what's happening with this person. That's what I'm seeing. You could be over worrying about this person at this time. Now, of course, things aren't good for this person. I know I keep on saying that, but they're not. They're bad for this person, but they're not catastrophic. It's not like a very severe depression. That's what I'm seeing. It's something that they are going to be able to get out of. The other thing I'm seeing with this is you are very worried about this person, and you might be talking to other people around you about your problems with this person, or about this person, or just that you're worried about this person. Now, if this resonates, just be very careful of who you're talking to about this person. It might backfire. They're very sensitive, and it might get back to them, and they might feel like you're talking about them. Now, I know you're not talking about them, you just care about them and you're just worried about them. And there's nothing wrong with venting, of course, or asking people for advice or anything like that. Just be careful of who you speak to, though, because I'm seeing there might be some unwanted talk, there might be some unwanted gossip, and it might get back to them, and it might make them feel worse, and you don't want that to happen. So, yes, by all means, talk to people if you feel like you need to speak to someone, but choose very carefully. Speak to only people who you know you can really trust 100%. The first card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, I'm seeing this could be a message to you, actually. You might still be stressing as well. You've got two people to worry about. You've got this person who's kind of, you feel that's avoiding you, and you've got this person in the Ace of Swords who they were kind of dishonest with you, and you found out in the Ace of Swords. So you've got all of these people to worry about, and at this time I'm seeing you're kind of still worrying about this person in the Ace of Swords, this sneaky person. I'm seeing that they were trying to take something that was yours, and this is what you're doing. Look at the Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on to what you have because you think this person's coming to grab what you have, and they were trying to do that. Excuse me, they were definitely trying to do that. So keep your eyes open. I'm seeing that you will probably keep your eyes open. You will keep on doing that. Try not to stress too much about this person. They fooled you in the past, but now you're on to them. You have this shell around you, you have this snail shell around you, and you have your eyes wide open, and you're hanging on to what you have. You're going to be hyper aware. You're going to be hyper vigilant against this person. But I'm seeing, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because I'm not seeing them winning, because you know what they're like. They're going to come to you again, and they're going to say things like, oh, hello, can you do this for me? I think blah, 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 or could you go here? Or they're going to talk about people, and you're going to be quite, because I'm seeing that you have to be around this person for some reason. You can't avoid them. So you're going to be just very careful of what you say to them. They're going to ask your opinion about something or someone, and you're not going to give a lot away. I'm seeing you just say, they might say, oh, so do you think this person's like this, or they're doing this? And you might just say, well, I don't know. Oh, can you do this for me? Are you going to go here? Can I ask you to do this? Oh, I can't right now. I'm quite busy. I have to do this. You're just going to keep on, trying to say no to them like that in a very kind of low-key way. You're just going to not give them a lot of attention. You're not going to give them a lot to go on. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Nine of Cups. So yes, I'm seeing there could be someone else around this sneaky person in the Four of Pentacles. They might have a sidekick. They might have someone who's kind of helping them, advising them on their side, helping them with these kind of plans they have. But again, you're going to have your eyes open to this. You're going to see all of this now. If there is someone like that, you're not going to totally trust anyone around this person, especially anyone who's their friend, anyone who kind of sits with them joking and laughing and talking. Anyone like that, you're going to be hyper aware of. That's what I'm seeing. You're not going to be fooled again, so please try not to worry about this person. I'm also seeing that you could have an important meeting ahead of you or something like that. You might be feeling a little bit stressed around that as well. There's a lot of stress in this reading. I'm seeing you having to sit around a table with a group of people, and I'm seeing you might have to negotiate something in this meeting. I'm seeing the outcome of this will be positive. The Nine of Cups can be about, wishes coming true, a wish card. It can also be about someone being a little bit sneaky or a little bit underhand or being a bit confused, not knowing everything. Because if you look at this card, there's something behind these curtains and we can't see it. So you might be a little bit confused. You might not have all the information you need. So yes, if this resonates with you and you do have this meeting in front of you, be very well organized when you have this meeting. Bring lots of notes, keep them organized. I am seeing confusion around this, so try to speak very clearly, try to avoid any misunderstandings. And also, if you have a question and it's not answered properly and you don't understand it, keep on repeating the question again. Somebody might be a bit sneaky. They might say, oh, if you ask a question, they might say, and you say, oh, I didn't understand that. Can you explain that again? They might say, oh, you silly, don't you understand that question? Ha 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 ha. And make you feel a bit stupid to stop you from asking it again. But don't let them do that. Say, no, I'm not stupid. I just want you to explain that again, please. And, just be completely straightforward. Don't laugh, don't smile, don't do any emotions. Just look right in their eyes and say that again. They're the ones that are going to have to answer your questions. They're going to have everyone watching them. So just be very careful that you have everything clear, because I'm seeing someone in this meeting might try to make things confusing for you or something like that. Be very well organized as well. That's what I'm seeing. Make sure there isn't any misunderstanding. The last card you have, you future, is the Empress. I love the Empress. The Empress is nurturing, she's kind, she's beautiful, she's relaxed as well. Sometimes she needs a little bit of discipline, sometimes she needs a bit of structure. She'd kind of sit there all day in her pajamas doing nothing all day. Like me, I'd like to do that, but she needs discipline around her, and that's why she's married to the Emperor. The Emperor brings her discipline, structure, all of that kind of thing. So that's why they're the perfect pair. So I'm seeing that, again at this meeting, this is telling you, you need to be organized as you can. I'm seeing you should take notes, write down notes as well, write everything down you can think of, organize it to take to the meeting. Also write any notes down you can think of in the meeting. Ask as many questions as you can. Make sure that they're answered properly. Somebody doesn't want to do that. Also, take away any questions, take away any notes. If there are any questions after this meeting, ask as well after the meeting. Email, phone. Don't stop until you get your questions answered. Make sure everything's clear. But again, I am seeing a positive outcome coming out of this, but you need to be organized. You need to be prepared. That's what I'm seeing. So Gemini, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.